timing is always the key.
It is something.
Oh, hey,
we are live, Coach Carms. Hey, Cossack Crazies, welcome. Another football Friday night here at Cossack Field. I'm just going to throw this out there. We do have a chance of rain showers coming through. Coach Carms, hopefully we do not have a repeat of what we did last Friday where we had a couple of lightning delays.
Yeah,
but football players, they can play in the rain. That's okay.
Yeah, a little rain, it's always good. But you get that other stuff, that's a little different story.
It's problematic. This is Jason Salzman. This is another Salz Media broadcast of Sioux Valley Athletics. Game number 2 for the football boys. Clarkwillow Lake in town. It is Military Appreciation Night, so you're going to see some funky jerseys. Our Sioux Valley boys are in camouflage tonight, honoring Military Appreciation Night.
No wonder I couldn't see them out there when there's warm.
I can turn the camera right now. Maybe they are out there. I don't know. I can't see anything out there.
You just can't see them.
Right now, the Clarkwillow Lake
very good camo
Cyclones are warming up on the north end of the field right now. It should be a lot of fun here tonight. Look, this is not the same team that we played a week ago. This team's a little bit better. I don't know if they're ranked as far as what the South Dakota score feed is, but this is a much improved Clarkwillow Lake team. We played them twice last year because of, Siston dropping out of varsity real late to the game, so we had to find another opponent. Clarkwillow Lake had to do the same thing. We played them 2 weeks in a row. It was 2 weeks with a week off in the middle.
Yeah, they had a break in the middle, but no, Clark's in the honorable mention, the receiving votes category now in 11B, and Sioux Valley's ranked number 5.
For our Sioux Valley boys, they are 1-0 on their season. Clarkwillow Lake, I believe, is 1-0 as well. They won last week. I think they got a win over, who did they play last week? Dual Cardinals? Does that sound right? Is that the game we were looking at, I think?
Yeah.
We're going to see Dual ourselves. That'll be the first road game of the 2026 campaign next Friday night. So before Monday's Labor Day, we're going to have 3 games in the football season. And to me, that's a little bit crazy. That's not how I did it when I was in school, but that's how we do it in today's world. But for tonight, second home game of the season, Military Appreciation Night. It's warm out here. We dealt with a lot of cramping last week, some leg cramps and stretching things out. Hopefully our boys are hydrating all week long. They should have been. My car had 83 degrees when I pulled into the parking lot. It's a warm Friday night here at Sioux Valley.
It was definitely warm enough, but there is a nice little breeze coming basically from the east or northeast here, so there's a little bit of coolness now to it, actually, now.
Hopefully it starts to cool down in a hurry. Like I mentioned, we do have a chance for some rain showers coming through. As long as the lightning stays away, everything's going to be fine. I was told by a set of parents out there that they did bring their umbrellas tonight, just in case. With our camouflage jerseys that we can see or not see, depending on how we look at that. Some of the numbers have changed. Some of the sizes didn't work for the boys out there, so some of the numbers that we had last week are changed. We do have some of the, I believe we have all of them, as far as the changes in the roster sheet that gets handed out to the crowd out there. So I hope that we have all those changes. We'll let you know on those. With Military Appreciation Night, you can see the Legion boys setting up over there. We'll have a big celebration for those guys. I think the theme for the student section tonight is USA Night. Are they wearing their stars and stripes down there in the student section?
So. I think that's what it is. Mm-hmm.
So thank you to current military, retired military veterans out there. Thank you for everything you do for this country. We're going to celebrate you guys tonight.
Yes, absolutely. And, we can't thank you enough for all you've done and all you've given to us. And it's definitely a fantastic night and game time here that we can go out there and appreciate that.
We are going to appreciate it tonight, for sure. There you can see our Sioux Valley boys coming onto the field. You can see the camo jerseys that they're rocking tonight. Kind of a cool look for Sioux Valley tonight.
I like definitely that. Different.
Whoever put that together, congrats. That's fantastic. I love it. And we'll do our best to get all the numbers correct. As far as other action around 11B tonight, you have the South Dakota score feed open. That is brought to us by Buster's Auto Brokers, right on the corner, right on the price, right in Mitchell. What are some of the key matchups out there in 11B tonight?
Tonight, Flandu plays Aberdeen, Roncalli in Aberdeen. So that should be an interesting thing. Dual travels to McCook, to Gene Danielson Field in McCook. He plays the McCook Central Montrose.
Dual MCM.
Cougars.
That's a couple of opponents we have coming up down the
MCM.
road. We'll certainly pay attention to that game tonight.
Beresford is at Groton tonight.
Okay.
They're both 1-0. Mobridge Pollock plays Mount Vernon Plankinton in Mount Vernon tonight.
Some good matchups tonight.
Of course, Belfouche plays at St. Thomas More. That game has actually just started. The game has just started there out west. So, and there's some others like Wagner and playing at Hot Springs here actually at the moment too. So
decent track.
The winners plays Miller Highmore Herald tonight. That's in the winter. So some games going on there, and a lot of other games in the other brackets going on also.
Some fun matchups in 11B we'll talk about certainly at halftime of our matchup tonight. Get you some updates on scores. We'll go through the 9-man squads at halftime as well. Let you know what's going on across the state tonight. Our exclusive presenter for everything that we do here on Saul's Media, Bankstar Financial, with locations in Volga, Brookings, and Elkton. Bankstar provides big-time business with a small-town feel. Looking to finance a home? Need a car loan? How's your retirement plan looking? Stop in today and chat with the local professionals. Bank on the bright side. 100 years on the bright side. A fantastic celebration for Bankstar tonight. This year, I should say.
There you go. Be a star with y'all's money. Wherever you can get it, find it. Go down to the Bankstar, and they got some fantastic people there. Just really nice people. Great
what we were
people
saying last night is you had to go down yonder. You can find money down yonder.
Well, yeah, you got to go yonder across the highway here, but yeah.
Go yonder. Thank you, Bankstar, for everything you do for Saul's Media and helping support Sioux Valley Athletics. And tonight, being a part of Military Appreciation Night, another cool aspect of our football season this year. So you can see our Sioux Valley Cossacks lining up for starting lineups. We're going to hand that down to the PA announcer. We'll let them do that for us tonight. Starting lineups are brought to us by CC's Bar and Grill, downtown Volga. Amazing Chislik burgers, chicken, and more. And also, they are the host of our Monday Night Coaches Show. I'm looking forward to getting back to that on Monday night. We had to skip that this week because I've been battling a sore throat, but I'm back to close to 100%. Close. Not total all the way back and let loose and start screaming and yelling up here.
We don't want you to be perfect yet.
We can't. I'm not in, mid-season form yet. We're still getting warmed up, and it was nice of the Sioux Valley Cossacks tonight to switch some of the numbers on me just to keep us on our toes around here.
That will do it.
We'll see what happens with that. I do have Dave Carmen right next to me, Coach Carms. Bill Vincent should be here as far as we know, so he should be joining us here when we get fired up. And there, we're going to send this down to the PA announcer. PA announcer is going to give us our starting lineups down there. We'll do a Star Spangled Banner. And after that, we'll just fire up Military Appreciation Night and see what we can do. So, without further ado, don't go anywhere, Cossack Crazies. Right, Sioux Valley football coming up next.
Sportsmanship is essential for all ages, as school activities are an extension of the classroom and are a positive learning experience. As a fan, you can have a negative impact or choose to make a positive one. We ask that you do your part as a fan to make sure this event is a positive learning experience for everyone involved. We ask that everyone please show good sportsmanship at all times. Please let the players play, let the coaches coach, let the officials officiate, let the spectators be positive. And a special night tonight, we're also having Military Appreciation Night, and we would just ask that all past, present veterans stand so we can give you a small token of our appreciation with a round of applause. Thank you, veterans. We'll start with announcing the cheerleaders. First for Clarkwell Lake, their coach is Angela Carhart. Cheerleader Caitlin Mudgett. Cheerleader Evelyn Carhart. Cheerleader Katie Frankfurt. Cheerleader Hadley Jurdy. Cheerleader Ava Fox. Cheerleader Johanna Vandersnick. cheerleader Cheyenne Gerbeck, cheerleader Tatum Ortberg, and cheerleader Baylor Lamb. Now the Sioux Valley cheerleaders. Head coaches Melissa Ady and Casey King. Cheerleader Stella Ady. Cheerleader Addison Kuhn. Cheerleader Autumn Fryer. Cheerleader Zoe Hemestead. Cheerleader Claire Jansen. Cheerleader Melissa Qualley. Cheerleader Kendall Schwartz. And cheerleader Calissa Tangden. Now the starting defense for the Cyclones. At a defensive end, number 22, Wyatt Schlegel. At a defensive lineman, number 60, Seth Poppin. Another defensive lineman, number 55, Logan Foster. The other defensive end, number 75, Trig Felberg. At middle linebacker, number 16, Austin Big. At the other middle linebacker, number 21, Jacob Steen. At an outside linebacker, number 10, Talon Huber. At the other the other outside linebacker, number 4, Cade Gakowski. At safety, number 11, Miles Olson. At cornerback, number 3, Jackson Stormo. And the other cornerback, number 2, Chris Beavers. Head coach for the Cyclones is Dave Severson. Assistant coaches are Wyatt Forbes, Jake Arthur, Grayson Flory, and junior high coaches Mike Seafeld and Bill Nothenlich. We're excited to welcome back the Sioux Valley Junior Cossack program, proudly sponsored by Bank Start Financial. The program gives 4th grade students from Sioux Valley and Volta Christian School the opportunity to show their Cossack pride and be part of tonight's varsity event. At Bank Start Financial, we know strong teams build strong communities. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Junior Cossacks and our local youth athletes. Here's to teamwork, confidence, and a bright season ahead. Bank on the bright side. Let's welcome tonight's Junior Cossacks. Logan Nagelhout is the son of Ryan and Molly Nagelhout. His favorite activities are baseball and basketball, and his favorite sports hero is the late Kobe Bryant. Titan Moldenhauer is the son of Josh and Holly Moldenhauer. He enjoys baseball and loves football. His favorite sports hero is C.D. Lamb of the Dallas Cowboys. Joey Jacobson is the son of Kim and Tom Jacobson. He enjoys all sports, especially football and baseball. His favorite sports hero is Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you, Logan, Titan, and Joey for participating and supporting our Cossack athletes. Now our starting lineup for the Cossacks on offense. Starting on the offensive line, number 55, Holden Rusing.
Just making sure we got the right numbers, friends.
Another junior offensive lineman, number 58, Turner Hofer. A sophomore offensive lineman, number 60, Harvey Hart. Another sophomore offensive lineman, number 65, Landon Sapp. And running out the offensive line, number 77, a senior, Wyatt Nelson. Starting at wide receiver, a senior, number 39, Ethan Hemestead. Starting out another wide receiver, a senior, number 11, Kellen Tucker. Starting at tight end, a sophomore, number 8, Ashton Warney. Starting at a running back, a senior, number 25, Johnny Vermeulen. And starting another running back, number 1, a senior, Logan Moan. And the senior starting quarterback, number 5, Wyatt Hart. Head coach for the Cossacks is Jordan Fast. Assistant coaches are Ben Blees, Caden McCown, John Hart, Adam Deerduff, Harrison Wagner, Cooper McDermott, Tim Larson, and Peter Dale. Officials for tonight's game. The referee is Todd Landsman. The umpire is J.D. Kirshner. Head linesman is Ron Stowers. The line judge is Nick Cruz. And the back judge is Corey Gilkinson.
They'll need to see that scoreboard. So. And you can move the chairs.
I'd ask everyone to please stand and sing along as the national anthem will be sung by Quinn Nielsen. To show proper respect, please remove any caps, face the flag, and stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Veterans and military personnel not in uniform may salute the flag. The colors are being presented by the legions of Volga, Sinai, and Bruce.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in their gay proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Quinn Nielsen with our rendition of the Star Spangled Banner tonight. Just an absolute incredible addition as well. Joined by Jordan Reese up here. He's going to be running our remote scoreboard tonight. Jordan, how you doing, my man?
Good.
It's good to see you, dude.
Good to have you.
Welcome into Military Appreciation Night. A great showing right there. I love how the seniors get out there and get to bring the flags in as well. That's fantastic.
Absolutely. And a class act from the Cossacks here, and man, you can't have a better takeoff here on the game here than we've got here now tonight.
That's a nice start right there. Yeah, starting lineup tonight brought to us by CC's Bar and Grill. Our exclusive presenter, Bankstar Financial. First quarter tonight is going to be brought to us by GP Auto. Taking care of all your car repair needs, oil changes, engine repair, tire replacement. Grant and friends will get you back on the road. GP Auto, located on the east side of Brookings out by Daktronics. Call and schedule your car appointment today. Coin flip. shortly is going to be brought to us by Bell Brands, makers of the Mini Baby Bells, the snack cheese champions. Bill Vincent joining the crew here as well. That's cool. We're getting a full slate of people up here today. So the coin flip out there right now.
It's really a beautiful night for football here. Beautiful day, a little bit of cloudy. There's a chance of showers, so
it's too warm for me.
We'll see how that goes, but pretty good night.
High school football should not be played in 80-degree weather. I'm just going to throw that out there. Bill Vincent, how you doing over there, man?
Good. How are you guys?
Can you hear me over there?
I can. Can you guys hear me at all?
Oh,
yep,
yes.
We got you there. Get the mic up in front of you there. Swap it around. Do whatever you got to do.
Comfort zone.
How's that?
Look at
Is that okay? You're all right over there?
Now.
Okay, there we are.
All righty.
We're up and rolling. Coin flip on the field. Anybody got to look at this?
I do.
I believe that Sioux Valley has won the toss. That's who the referee's talking to. Referee is going to give us our signal here.
The Cossacks are.
Sioux Valley wins the toss, defers. Sioux Valley is going to start on defense. Clarkwell Lake will have the first possession of the night. You got your binocs with you and everything, Coach.
We do.
Outstanding. What you need?
I just checking on our wind direction down there. So Sioux Valley, will have their wind at the back?
Kind of at their back. Yeah, this kickoff by Wyatt Nelson will be at his back. They'll be throwing into it as we roll into halftime. As a regular summer evening goes, doesn't the breeze kind of let loose at some point? Loosen up, get a little lighter. Coach Carms, on our way back from DeSmet, we got a great look at the beginnings of that total eclipse that was around here last night. That was really cool.
That was
cool.
something, yep.
We don't have that tonight. It will be a full moon. If the clouds would ever go away, we'll see that tonight. But got a nice look at a total eclipse last night, so that was at least the beginnings of it.
Mm-hmm.
If we'd have stayed awake till, 11:30 when it went total, then we just saw it all, but I was asleep already. It's a long day. Being up at 4:30 in the morning, working for, I worked for 10 hours yesterday. Hour drive to Willow Lake, hour drive back. It was a long day, man. I was tired when we got done.
It all takes time.
It all takes time and energy, my man.
This is an interesting lineup here, or how the Cossacks now are aligned, actually.
Yeah, kind of all scrunched up on the left.
Yes. So it's going to be a short pooch kick here now to the left.
Poocher. Clarkwell Lake will catch that at the 20. That is number 21 trying to bring that. He's going to get to about the 35. Held a little bit short of that.
That's a little different look than we've seen before from the Cossacks.
That's Jacob Steen. You're going to see and hear a whole lot of him tonight, and he already has a touch. And maybe something they picked up on film, thinking, hey, he'll kick it to this area, so we'll move Jacob Steen to that spot. But we already saw one of last week's two players of the game, Wyatt Nelson, with the opening kickoff.
Our players of the game, Wyatt and Wyatt, last week. So the Cyclones will begin their possession. They're right on the 35-yard line, so first and 10 from there. That is number 1, Joey Reese, as their quarterback. He's in shotgun with a running back right next to him. 4 wide. Fake the hand.
Roll out here now
to the left. Wyatt Nelson.
He's got a lot of room over there.
Down. And he's going to have enough for a first down, 15, almost 20 yards as he gets past midfield.
Wyatt Hart with the tackle.
The contain was not there, as it should have been. So a little misdirection kind of fooled the Barnoff hand. We got to make sure we try to keep contained on this very explosive Cyclone team.
Yeah, as we were mentioning, this is not the same Aberdeen Roncalli team that we saw a week ago. Clarkwell Lake receiving votes in 11B. Talented squad. Joey Reese in shotgun for the Cyclones. He'll hand it off this time.
There's
Jacob Steen.
Lots of room over there.
Left side, and he's going to take that down the sideline. 2 plays, and the Cyclones are in the end zone. And we've got a flag on the field.
There's laundry on the field.
See what this is, a possible block in the back.
That is near the line of scrimmage. So the referee's talking about it.
That's going to be coming back.
Believe that.
Going to have a holding.
We've got an early gift for the Cossacks.
Yes.
That 49-yard run coming back because of a holding call. So I think we're going to back them up from the Sioux Valley 44-yard line. That'll put the Cyclones back on the other side of the midfield stripe. And it'll be a repeat of first down to take those points off the scoreboard.
Both those runs were to the Cyclones' left, the defense's right. So they got to step it up here a little bit. This is a very good Cyclone team.
And athletic. They've got speed at the right positions as far as offense goes. We're going to see them as they turn around a defense and do it over there as well. But we'll take the 49-yard touchdown run off the board. It'll now be 1st and 15 from the Cyclone 46-yard line. And a flag is going to stop this one, as I think we've got some movement.
Yeah, there was a little bit of movement here on the offense here now.
We're going to back the Cyclones up 5 more with a false start.
So do you guys got the updated numbers for Sioux Valley? I came in late to the show.
We do.
So you guys do that. Good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the camouflage jerseys did not size out correctly, so they did some swapping of some numbers, but we did manage to get those.
So that number 39, that was Ethan Hemmestead.
Yes.
On that touchdown play that came back that was chasing him down.
Pass coming.
1st and 21. That is off the mark, looking for Chris Beavers, but through his hands. Good defense. That was Kellen Tucker on coverage. Wyatt Hart was also there.
That was a quick slant to Begeman here now for the Cyclones, but just a little bit behind him.
Looks like it'll be 2nd and 20 now, I guess. I think I said 21 last time, but 2nd and 20. Bill Vincent, how was your day, man? How was cross-country practice today?
Very good.
That's good.
We went for a long recovery run after competing yesterday in Madison.
That's good. Joey Reese in shotgun, fakes a couple of handoffs,
Here's
gets
again,
it to number 10.
going
That
to
is
the-
Taylon Huber around the left side.
The offensive left.
Forced out of bounds. Short gain. It'll be 3rd and very long for the Cyclones.
That time our
Jamison
our end
Tanner
and
up in on that stop.
that time our end and cornerback in that side kind of stayed at home in place and did not lose contain.
Looks like they only gave him a gain of 1 yard there. So
Yes, it wasn't very much.
3rd and 19 for the Cyclones. Sioux Valley in a good spot to force the Cyclones
There's
into
a pass coming to the middle of the field. It's
long pass down the
Could be
right side.
overthrown.
Kellen Tucker there. It goes through the hands of number 2, Chris Beavers.
that's Chris Beavers
No
on the
flags.
reception.
So Kellen Tucker on the defense knocks that out of the hands of Beavers, and the Cyclones are going to have to make a
That was
decision.
Just
Fourth down for the Cyclones.
real good coverage there for the Cossacks there. Just a little bit of contact, but nothing really.
Nothing too
Flagrant,
serious
no.
as far as the referee was concerned. The
So
judge was right there.
fourth, we've got a punt situation here, the way it looks.
Punting for the Cyclones. That's number 22. This is Wyatt Schlegel. Any SDSU women's
Short
basketball.
punt
Into the
into
wind.
the wind. It might come back even.
Coming back a little.
Nope.
Good bounce. Favorable for the Cyclones. It'll get to the other side of the 30, and they'll down it at about the Sioux Valley 27-yard line. If any SDSU women's basketball fans are out there, Schlegel from Clark Willow Lake, Shannon Schlegel was here about 10 years ago. A fantastic basketball player for the women's program. And that was Wyatt Schlegel on the punt, the junior tight end and defensive end.
During homecoming week, Drake runs for post-prom.
Cossacks in offense now at their 26.
About ducks.
1st and 10 for our boys.
That first possession for Clark Willow Lake was 5 plays, resulting in a punt. 5-play, 5-yard drive. Sioux Valley's first possession.
Big holding call. Took 6 points off the board there.
We
We'll
can
see
bone
if
up
we
the
can use
middle?
that.
And we got more flags.
There's a flag down. Far
More
right
laundry.
side.
Stop by the table at the southeast end of the stadium and buy your ducks. Ducks will be hunted at events during homecoming week.
Carms, did you buy your ducks?
No, I missed that. I missed that. Illegal procedure.
It was. So we'll back the
On the
Cossacks at
Cossacks?
5. Be 1st and 15 coming up for Sioux Valley.
Check out the ducks.
Cossacks 1 penalty here tonight for 5 yards. Clark Willow Lake 2 penalties for 53 yards.
I'm trying to hold my iPad as still as I can. That breeze is coming through this window.
15 for them as well.
So 1st and 15 for Sioux Valley. It's Wyatt Hart in shotgun. He's got. I should turn that over. Is that Logan Moan?
Logan Moan in the backfield, correct?
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Hands off to Tucker.
Tucker
he
on
goes.
the right
Keep going.
side. He'll have a decent
Nice
gain.
run.
Make it 2nd and about 6, it looks like, as Kellen Tucker was forced out at the 30-yard line for Sioux Valley.
Austin Vig forcing him out of bounds.
Second down and 6 for the Cossacks at their own 30-yard line.
Bill Vincent, what do you think of these unis?
A little hard to pick up on things, isn't it?
For
A
us.
little different.
I think the kids
vibe.
love it.
I
out
like
there,
the
though.
clean look of the Clark-Willow Lake team.
The middle.
Hand off right up the middle. Logan Moen fighting his way to the far
Moen.
sideline. Now he's got some open space out there. Fighting through tacklers. He'll step
Nice
out.
run. Fantastic run. No flags. No penalty. I
Forced
see.
out of bounds by Chris Beavers.
Yeah, and they're going to say he was forced out at the 47 of Clark-Willow Lake. So
Nice run, Logan Moen.
he ran for about 10 more yards, but must have stepped
After
on the line
first
out there
contact,
somewhere.
yes. And that's one of the big things in football. And, you know, even the college and pros take care of that contact. After you make contact, the yardage that you gain.
Yeah, something that he's really
Yeah.
improved at over a year ago.
Yes, yes.
Of course, a year ago you come in with inexperience and coming off of a little bit of an injury.
The draw.
Wyatt Hart around the right side. He'll be stopped with a short gain.
That will
Maybe
be
get 1 yard out of that.
Austin Vig once again.
Cyclones got some pretty big guys there up front. Some big beef.
Yeah, there's
And some big guys, and they're tough to run in the middle.
That number 75 that you're seeing, that's Trig Felberg. That's a
Yes.
junior off defensive lineman, 6'6" and 270. They've got Seth Poppin. That's a senior defensive lineman. He's 6'5" and 270. Yeah, some big boys on that defensive line. Wyatt Hart in shotgun. That's Kellen Tucker in motion. Fake the handoff to him. Wyatt Hart's going to take it around the left side.
Nice
Finds a little
cut.
bit of space. Still fighting. Wyatt Nelson is trying to help him go forward.
There
A nice
wasn't
gain. It'll be third and manageable.
there wasn't a lot of room there, but he got a little crease there to the right. He kind of cut it back, and he got some decent yardage, actually.
This will be Sioux Valley's 5th play of the drive, where we see Sully Felberg over there taking
Yes.
stats. Not in uniform, not on the football squad, I don't believe.
No.
But an outstanding basketball player.
But his
High-level
brother Trig
college
is.
recruit.
Was that 3rd and 4 out there, Phyllis? Ish?
Yes.
Yes.
3rd and 4. Wyatt Hart takes that shotgun snap.
He'll
He'll
keep
take
it
it
middle.
right up the middle.
Right
Fighting
in
to
the
get
gap.
to that first
I think he's got it.
down yardage.
Maybe
Did
Vig
they
Close.
again.
It's real close.
And they will
They've
move
got
the
it.
sticks. A nice first down run
First
for
and
Wyatt
10.
Hart.
Second first down of the evening for Sioux Valley. Vig gets his 3rd tackle of the night.
That was Wyatt Hart right up the middle. He didn't even wait for the lead blocker. There was Logan Moen there trying to get in front of him, and Wyatt Hart didn't even let him get that. So he went through there without a lead blocker. Worked out pretty well. Get a first down on that. 1st and 10 now on the Cyclone 37-yard line. Wyatt Hart in shotgun. 4 wide receivers out there. Wyatt Hart looking to throw. Down moving to
He's
his
got a
left
man
to
over
throw
here.
over the middle.
Is that Johnny?
And there's no one there
Intercepted.
except for a safety for the Cyclones. Number 11 is going to bring that in. That is
Miles
Olson. So I don't know if that was just kind of a miscommunication out there. Wyatt Hart just seems like he threw that out there. So after the first down run, it works as a punt, and the Cyclones will have a 1st and 10 on their own 5-yard line, so deep in their territory.
Yeah, so it's early in the game, but tonight's story has been penalties and turnovers.
Yeah. I think he was looking over the middle, and the receiver just didn't follow that same thought process.
Kind of got hit on the reach. I don't know if he was going to try to get it all the way to the sideline because he had a man wide open over here.
Yeah. That
Is
is
again
Beavers around the left side.
off tackle to the left again. The Cyclones seem to want to run a lot to the left side here, so
Gain of
we'll
about
see how that goes.
5, so they'll have a 2nd and 5 on their own 10-yard line now. Yeah, maybe they have a thought process there. Maybe they did some scouting.
Oh, yes.
Who was that tackle, guys? I missed it.
I also missed the tackle
Oh,
guy.
yes.
Yeah, did not see that.
All right.
So the Cyclones now 2nd and 5, their own 10-yard line.
We got twins each side. 4 out.
Joey Reese will hand that off.
Run up
Beavers,
the middle.
a cut back around the left
And
side.
he got
He's got some space
Lost
out there,
contain.
and now he gets around the defensive end. He'll have a first down
We're
run,
gonna
and
have
we've
a
got a
flag
flag
on
down.
that play.
I think a face mask at the end. Number 21 for the Cossacks is Trey Wyman. Just got a hold of Beavers a little too high on the jersey. May have grabbed the face mask. I think a referee is going to help us out with that. So they'll tack that on to the end of the run. Personal foul face mask is the call, so they'll tack on 15 to that.
Yep.
I think he was pushed out around the 40, so it was about a 25-yard gain the way it was, almost a 30-yard gain.
Sioux Valley tonight, 2 penalties for total of 20 yards.
Tack on 15 more, and Clarkville Lake's going to have 1st and 10 at midfield. Joey Reese will hand that off to Beavers again. Trying to get around the right side. Nowhere to go. Fights off a tackle, though. Great job of running.
Brought down by Wyatt Hart.
And number 8 was there as well. That is Ashton Warney helping out with the tackle.
Cossacks kind of had it plugged up right away, but he's a tough running back.
He is. We'll give him a gain of 6 yards on that. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Cyclones, now on the Sioux Valley side of things at the Sioux Valley 44.
We saw a whole lot of Jacob Steen in that second meeting a year ago between these two squads.
Joey Reese takes the shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left.
Wyatt
Wyatt Nelson
Nelson
cut him
pressures
off out there. That's a catch and throw, and that is a race down the sideline, a cut into
Block
the
in the
middle,
back.
back outside, and it'll be a touchdown. Number 4 is Gabe Gakowski.
Cade Gakowski, correct.
So a 44-yard touchdown pass for the Cyclones will make it 6-0 here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that pass was actually thrown sidearm by the Cyclone quarterback, Beavers. And it was right on target.
So a 2-point conversion try for the Cyclones. They are much like Sioux Valley, not having a place kicker. So that is number 10. This is Talon Huber in shotgun position. He'll take that snap, take it right up the middle, follow his lead blockers. That was Beavers as a lead blocker, and he dances into the end zone. 8-0 Cyclones.
Talon Huber with the 2-point conversion.
Talon Huber, a senior running back officially, 5'10", 170. That's a pretty good sized kid himself.
That scoring drive, 4 plays for Clark-Willow Lake, resulting in a Reese to Cade Gajkowski touchdown at the 7:16 mark. 2-point conversion by Talon Huber is good, and we're at 8-0 in the first quarter.
This break in the action is going to be brought to us by Sodak Structures, a newbie to the 26-27 campaign. If you're looking to improve or enhance your acreage or business, give Jordan Warney a call or head to sodakstructures.com to see what Sodak Structures can do for you. Sodak Structures offers a wide range of Lester building post-frame construction services, including agricultural, commercial, storage, and hobby buildings. Our Lester Building Systems product line has no limits. Okay. I'll have you guys swap
around.
out there.
Did we lose a man?
I think we lost Jordan for a little bit.
Okay.
So thank you, Sodak Structures, for joining on to the Sauls Media broadcast, being a part of Sioux Valley Athletics. Kicking off for the Cyclones, is that number 4 down there? Is that Gajkowski?
That is number 40.
41?
41,
okay.
Correct.
And he'll kick it straight
a
out of
live ball.
bounds.
Out of bounds.
And probably a flag coming from the sidelines as Beavers kicked it back into play.
That was Ben Nobis.
Treated it like a
6'1",
soccer ball.
6'1", 170-pound junior. The kicker there for Clark-Willow Lake.
So we'll see if Jordan Reese comes back up here, but
We hope so.
I was kind of
was
recruiting
doing
him for.
outstanding.
I was recruiting him
Nice.
for volleyball tomorrow.
Yes.
He can
we
help
need
us
him.
out tomorrow with the varsity squad having their home opener at the Cossack Center tomorrow. The junior high kids will begin at 11 o'clock. They'll be in the Tiletown
Gonna
gym.
use both facilities tomorrow, correct?
And then the older groups will start at noon. The varsity game should be around that 2:30 time frame, somewhere in there. Should be a lot of fun. Castlewood coming to town for the home opener for the volleyball squad.
That was a really good Castlewood team a year ago. Remember, the middle hitter kind of controlled that game that night up in Clark Willow Lake. Or up in
Castlewood, yeah. Kellen Tucker takes that handoff around the left side. He'll have a decent gain.
Close to the first, actually.
Maybe hit out of bounds. Referee was right there. Did not throw a flag on that.
I think that's going to be a first down.
But it should be enough for a first. And there it is. Yeah, that's our signal. We'll have a nice 10-yard, maybe a little over 10-yard gain, enough for a first down for Kellen Tucker. And it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 45, much like the PA announcer just said.
Yeah, there's something Sioux Valley liked. They saw on film where they've used Kellen Tucker 2-3 times already in that situation.
He is a weapon out there, a little speedster. Undersized, but he makes up with that with just flat-out speed. Wyatt Hart straight up the middle, following Logan Moan. He'll have a gain of about 7.
Talon Huber getting the tackle.
So it'll be 2nd and 3 for the Cossacks. Now on the Clark Willow Lake side of the field, as they'll place that at the Cyclone 48. Nice run for Wyatt Hart, straight up the middle.
Chain gang in full work over there. We've got Steve Schwartz. I can pick up as one of them over there. Derek is over there, our janitor.
Okay.
Always good to have a local hometown chain gang. Guys willing to get out there and do the job for us.
Good crew out there. Trips to the right, 4 receivers out there for Wyatt Hart. He'll bring Warney in motion, hand it off to him around the left side. That's a big tight end running that around the left end, and that'll be enough for a first down as they get to the Cyclone 44, and another 1st and 10 coming up for Sioux Valley.
Yeah, Sioux Valley with their 4th first down of the evening already. Second time they've touched the ball. The first drive was a 5-play drive that ended in an INT picked off by Miles Nielsen. But Sioux Valley's been able to move the ball here the 2 times they've touched the ball.
Hempstead getting to his spot on the right side.
He's
4 receivers out
there
once again. Wyatt Hart in shotgun. Logan Moan right behind him. Pitch to Moan around the right side. He's got plenty of room. There's going to be a flag coming out. I think it's going to be Johnny Vermillion called for a hold as he kind of tackled the guy that he was blocking. So that'll come back.
Drake Felberg brought him down at the end of that play.
A nice run for Logan Moan, but we're going to take some of it away.
Johnny got flagged for a couple of those in our season opener as well.
He had his guy kind of sealed off, and the guy he was blocking did a spin, and Vermillion kept holding on to him and just kind of brought him to the ground. So holding called on Sioux Valley. It'll now be 1st and 16. Am I doing my math right? Maybe not.
It was like
10,
17, 18.
17. There you go. Ball's back on the Sioux Valley 49-yard line.
Sioux Valley now been flagged 3 times for 30 yards. If that's marked off properly there. It looks like it is.
Referee gives us our whistle. Now we're ready to go. That's Wyatt Hart in shotgun. Kellen Tucker in motion. Hand it off to him. He's going to take it around the left side once again. No room that time. Good defense by number 4. That is
Okay, Gaikowski.
Gaikowski again.
Had the big touchdown earlier.
Carry on the left side. Loss on the play. Bring up 2nd down. 18.
Yeah, we'll call that a loss of 1 officially. 2nd and 18 coming up for the Cossacks. Now on their own 48. Sioux Valley's going to have trip receivers to the right. Wyatt Hart in shotgun. Takes the snap, looks to throw it. Now he'll just run up the middle. Officially a draw play. He'll get to the Clark Willow Lake side of the field. They'll bring him down at the Cyclone 47.
Gaikowski again, first man to that tackle.
So it's going to be 3rd and 13 for Sioux Valley.
And again, 4-down territory for Sioux Valley, so that they can get some of this back. It'll set them up for their 4th down play.
Wyatt Hart getting his signals from the sideline. Sets the offense up. We're going to have twins to the left. Vermillion as an H-back, essentially. Wyatt Hart in shotgun. Man in motion. Handoff around the right side. Logan Moan is the lead blocker, and that is a linebacker. Beavers sniffing that out and bringing Barrett Cotton to the ground. And that'll be a loss for the Cossacks, sending them back to their own 49-yard line. And now it'll be 4th and 17 once again.
Yes.
Yeah, look for Sioux Valley in this situation to spread the field, give Wyatt Hart lots of options, sending some guys downfield, getting the field spread, and then if he has to at the end, he would scramble for some yardage.
He's kind of in. That's Logan Moan all the way back. I was saying we had a punter in formation, but I don't think that's what we have, unless he's.
They're going to call a
We're
timeout.
going to timeout on the Sioux Valley side. Talk about that a little bit. This timeout is going to be brought to us by the Paddy Wagon, Coach Carms. Burgers so good they should be illegal. Juicy patties and fresh toppings that break all the rules. Christina and Justin will be catering local, public, and private events. Christina also owns the Valley Restaurant, so head on down there for incredible eats and homemade pies. Do you have an event that needs delicious burgers? Contact the DOC, the Department of Catering. Thank you, Christina and Justin, for being a part of this. The Paddy Wagon, food truck that you can find at all sorts of things.
Very, very tasty. Let me tell you.
That was my pregame meal tonight. I went down to the old Valley Restaurant. Had a nice sandwich down there. Yeah, had a good crowd in there.
I thought maybe I'd see you guys over at the garage for a little sweet corn. So, off our IR from a week ago, are we seeing any of those guys? Are they back in uniform? I was trying to see like a Weston Pitts. Did not participate a week ago. Patrick Qualley was on that list. Luke Johnson. I see Luke Johnson not in uniform.
Yeah.
Down here is wearing number 9 tonight. Is that Weston next to him?
Weston's number 14.
Also in shorts.
Same crew, kind of in the
Patrick Qualley. So Sioux Valley with some key players not padded up tonight.
So Sioux Valley coming out of that timeout.
This
we are kind of in.
Could potentially be our punt.
Is this punt formation? That
Punt
Logan Moan all the way
formation.
back there? That's the way it's looking anyway.
And
He's going to take that snap, take it right up the middle, sniffed out by the Cyclone
And
defense,
fumbled.
now fumbled out there. Cyclones will jump on that just beyond the 40-yard line. So that kind of worked and it kind of didn't. But it was Logan Moan 10 yards back. The Cyclones were able to bust through the offensive blocking scheme and were able to get that ball out of there, force the fumble, and it'll be a turnover one way or the other. So 1st and 10 coming for the Cyclones. They're in their own 40-yard line this time. We got 3:28 left to go here in this first quarter. Clark-Willow Lake with an 8-0 lead so far here. And that'll be Joey Reese in shotgun. Couple of steps back, looking to throw it down the near sideline. Kellen Tucker on defense once again.
Nice defense.
Gets a hand in there, but we're going to throw a flag.
Offense.
That could be one way or the other unless Kellen Tucker had a grab of something, a jersey of some kind. We'll see what the referee has to say about that.
Yeah, I really feel like, I guess we're not down there. Kind of felt like it was Chris Beavers who kind of had his hand in on the face mask of Kellen Tucker, but we don't have replay up here.
We do not. We're going to call that on Kellen Tucker. Crowd not happy about that, and it'll be a first down after the penalty for the Cyclones. And now we're on the Sioux Valley side of things at the 45-yard line. So pass interference on Kellen Tucker, the Cossack faithful in front of us, letting the referees hear about it as far as what they saw. They saw about the same thing we did, so referee right on top of it. That is a run around the left side. Good stuff there. Is that Wyatt Hart?
The ball there. Yep, Wyatt Hart bringing him down, along with his offensive lineman.
Yeah, number 60 there as well. So that is Harvey Hart.
Harvey Hart, the Hart brothers.
The Hart brothers getting at it. So a short gain by the Cyclones to get it up to the Sioux Valley 41-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 6-ish. How you doing over there, Coach Carms?
Down under 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter.
Joey Reese in shotgun once again. He's got Beavers right next to him. Takes that, going to throw it to the near sideline. Short throw and catch. It'll be enough for a first down for the Cyclones, and out of bounds. That was Chris Beavers on the catch.
Yeah, and Kellen Tucker, first man to that tackle, got helped by teammates.
Yeah, 45 there. That's Brendan Moe that was on that.
Brendan Moe, Kellen Tucker, and who was our third man?
I don't remember the third guy. I just saw the number 2.
You know, something it seems like, I know it's early, but it seems like Clark-Willow Lake's done a nice job of kind of containing Wyatt Hart. And I see Sioux Valley, not Wyatt Hart, Wyatt Nelson on that defensive line. And I see Sioux Valley kind of moving him around a little bit, trying to see if they can have him make an impact. And there it is.
There he is. He had a shot at getting Beavers in the backfield, but a spin move around Nelson. He's slapping himself in the helmet. Just when you brought that up, that was Wyatt Nelson breaking through the line.
Ashton Warney in on that tackle. Yeah, I think Sioux Valley defensively making some nice adjustments here to start to get a little more pressure on this Clark-Willow Lake offense.
We'll go 2nd and 8 from the Sioux Valley 31-yard line. Joey Reese in shotgun. Beavers right behind him. Cyclones have 4 receivers. Looking to throw it. Looking on the right side, now over the middle, and that'll be way over Beavers' head. Tucker on the defense. That'll force a 3rd and 8 for the Cyclone offense. That was just airmailed right over the middle.
That was, and I think part of that may be intentionally. Everyone was covered up well, and he just had to get rid of it.
Beavers, a big kid that he was looking for. Number 2 is 6'3" wide receiver, 190 pounds for the senior Chris Beavers.
Jackson Stormo bringing the play in for Clark-Willow Lake here.
So a 3rd and 8 now from the Sioux Valley 31. 4 receivers out there for the Cyclones once again. Twins to each side. Low snap handled by Reese. Chased by Holden Rusank. That throw is going to be 2 receivers in the area. And it's going to be brought in by Jackson Stormo, senior wide receiver. There was 2 receivers in that area. Stormo just happened to be there and got his hands up on it.
Stormo came in calling his own number.
I wish I could say I did the same when I was playing football in high school, but my number was not called all that many times. So a first down for the Cyclones. Ball is on the Sioux Valley 16-yard line, 17-yard line. Beavers are on the right side. Fighting off a couple of tacklers. It'll still be spinning moving. Going forward. He'll be near a first down inside the 5-yard line. PA announcer backs me up on that.
Holden Rusink comes in, kind of finishes off that play after his teammates got the tackle started.
And it'll now be a 1st and goal as the Cyclones get in the red zone. That is brought to us by Back Alley Meats. Fantastic butcher shop here in downtown Volga. For all your backyard grilling needs, any parties that you have going on, Back Alley Meats can set you up. Great store. Shop local, everybody.
Really the first time this season we kind of get to see the Sioux Valley goal line defense.
There's a handoff. Beavers right up the middle. He'll dive for the goal line, but will be held up short. Wyatt Hart there. That's Johnny Vermillion helping him up. Was it Holden Rusink that got hands on his ankles there?
Correct.
Number 60 also there. That's Harvey Hart, correct? Yeah. So a good stop there. 2nd and goal now from the 1-yard line for Clark-Willow Lake.
20 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
Joey Reese in shotgun. He's got 2 running backs around him there. And the Sioux Valley Cossacks are going to jump. They'll move half the distance. They'll be inside the 1 now for Clark-Willow Lake.
Yeah, Sioux Valley was going to try to slant into those gaps. Hard count by Clark-Willow Lake, and really doesn't harm Sioux Valley at all. You want to try to get a jump on it when they're this close to the goal line.
Now the Cyclones going with a jumbo group as they've only got a foot to go to get in the end zone now. 2nd down officially. Clock winding down here in the first quarter. And I think that's going to be our quarter break, correct? Did the time run out?
Yes.
So that ends first quarter. Clark-Willow Lake with an 8-0 lead, but threatening from about a foot out. They'll move to the other side of the field to start the second quarter. Second quarter tonight is going to be brought to us by Precision Risk Management. Redefining the delivery of crop insurance to the American farmer, leveraging modern farming technology. Thank you, Dave Squires and friends. He's with us for a couple of different ventures, but precision risk management, man, taking care of our farmers out there. And on a year like this where we didn't exactly get all the rain we were hoping for, maybe that was a pretty good idea if you gave Dave Squires a call.
Yeah, that first quarter recap, Clark Willow Lake received the ball first. It was a punt on their first possession after a big penalty. Wiped a touchdown run off the board. Sioux Valley on their first possession turned the ball over with an interception. Clark Willow Lake on their second possession resulted in a 50-yard touchdown pass. Reese to Gaikowski at the 7:16 mark of that first quarter. Talon Huber tacked on the 2-point conversion, making it 8-0. Sioux Valley on their second possession fumbled on a 4th down fake punt attempt. And now we're in Clark Willow Lake's third possession of the game, where they're at the goal line here trying to tack on their second score of the night.
Yeah, only about a foot to go. So they're coming up with their 1-foot play plans. They just brought in the jumbo formation.
Wyatt Hart leading Sioux Valley with 4 tackles here tonight, and Vig, Austin Vig, leading Clark Willow Lake with 3.
So we move to the other end. Clark Willow Lake now 1 foot away from the north end zone. Breeze still heavy out here, as that's kind of blowing from the southeast coming across the field here.
Southeast, right into our faces.
Yeah, we can hear it through the microphones. There's nothing we can do to stop that. Wind's coming right at us. We can't get away from it. Life outdoors, man. We do have internet tonight. That's a nice change.
I say we've stayed live tonight.
Always a challenge. Clark Willow Lake will hand that to Beavers. He was set up in a fullback formation, so they will score from a foot out, and it'll now be 14-0. Clark Willow Lake will set it up for a 2-point conversion very early here in the second quarter. Just not a lot you can do. That's a very big offensive line for Clark Willow Lake from 1 foot out. Just tough to stop that. So now for the 2-point conversion, that is number 10 in shotgun. That's Talon Huber. He's got Beavers right next to him. Going to take that snap, trying to go around the left side, fighting for the pylon, and he'll get past Trey Wyman and get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful for the Cyclones, and that'll make it 16-0 with 11:57 left to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that scoring drive by Clark Willow Lake started off on their own 40, a 6-play drive, and resulted in a 1-yard touchdown run by Chris Beavers, making it 14-0. Talon Huber's 2-point conversion makes it 16-0 at the 11:58 mark of the second quarter.
This break in the action brought to us by Bobcat of Brookings, your one stop for new and used Bobcat equipment, skid loaders, excavators, tractors, and all of the other answers to your big challenges. Located on the corner of South Main and 8th Street South, stop in and chat with Dave about your needs. Brush removal, snow removal, dirt moving. Bobcat of Brookings can help with your project. They have the answers to your challenges. Bobcat of Brookings, thank you for being a sponsor of Sioux Valley Athletics and helping us out here on Saul's Media.
The answers, Carms. They have them.
Yes.
They got them.
They have them. What are your answers, Carms? What are the adjustments early in this game?
Well, they've got the Cyclones are really, again, they've really tried to attack our left side of our, well, the left side of their, be the right side of our defense, their left offensive side, and they've had a lot of success with doing it. The containment hasn't always been there, and they need to really get that cleaned up.
Nobis with another pooch kickoff, goes straight out of bounds. So a flag on Clark Willow Lake off the kickoff. That'll give Sioux Valley pretty good field position to start this possession.
Actually, a tricky little play over there for Ashton Warney to have to go make. You know, if that ball lands kind of dead, it's a live ball.
Yeah.
And he's got to yet pursue it, but yet you don't want it to just bounce off your legs and ricochet around as well.
Yeah, it's almost a longer onside kick.
Yes.
It's really almost like they practiced that. He was pooching that to that spot on purpose. So Clark Willow Lake has a plan for the kickoffs.
Own 40 has been the theme here tonight on kickoff receiving field position for these two teams.
So 1st and 10 for Sioux Valley on their own 40-yard line. Wyatt Hart in shotgun, Kellen Tucker in motion. Fake the handoff to Tucker. Give it to Logan Moan. He'll fight to about the 41. We'll give him 1 yard in that, and it'll be 2nd and 9 coming up.
That was Vig in on that tackle again. And Drake Felberg, correct.
Coach Carms and I just got to deal with the Cyclones last night on a volleyball court.
That's right.
A very good volleyball team for the Cyclones. We were impressed by their 6-foot sophomore, Shelby Begeman. Just a force in the middle. That throw to Vermillion over his head. Incomplete is the call. So it'll be a 3rd and 9 coming up for Sioux Valley. Kind of a throw to the sideline. Vermillion just couldn't get a handle on it.
Sioux Valley's first 2 possessions ending in a turnover, an interception, and a fumble. And they've also been flagged 5 times for 50 yards. So Sioux Valley cleans up the penalties, take out the turnovers, and they'd be right in this game.
Some work to do here.
They've been able to move the ball, guys.
3rd and 9 from their own 41-yard line. Wyatt Hart, he's got 4 receivers out there. Trips to the left. Logan Moan right next to him. Wyatt Hart's going to take that snap, take it up the middle, finding some space, gets to about the 44, again. Maybe the 45, 44 is what they'll say.
Felberg and Steen credited for that tackle.
It'll be a 4th and 6 coming up, and Sioux Valley's got to make a decision. Typically, they are go for it on 4th down type of guys.
They are a go for it team. And as a lot of teams are in 11B football. And now you'd also be punting into that wind that we've been complaining about.
Well, and even so, I mean, we just saw a kickoff where they were kind of on purpose doing a long onside kick. We don't even have kickoff guys on a tee anymore in 11B.
Sioux Valley will get the field spread. We've got twins close to us here.
Arden shotgun, Wyatt, Logan Moan right next to him.
Do we have
Kellen
a new
Tucker
man
in
the
motion.
backfield?
Trying a hard snap there. That'll bring trips to the right side. Trying to hard count, and then officially bring a timeout by head coach Jordan Fast. This timeout is going to be brought to us by Home Team Physical Therapy.
Who do you guys have down as number 45 tonight?
45 is Brendan Moe now.
Brendan Moe.
Yep. Home Team Physical Therapy, where the #1 priority is the patient. Whether it's a sports injury, work injury, or problems from your age or natural conditions, Home Team Physical Therapy in downtown Volga is there to help restore you to your best possible condition. Lene, Kim, and Chrissy utilize a personal, one-on-one approach for superior therapy outcomes. Head to HomeTeamPhysicalTherapy.com to request an appointment or a free consultation. Home Team Physical Therapy, thank you for being a sponsor of Sioux Valley Athletics and the Sauls Media broadcasts.
Home Team really spoiled the Sioux Valley athletic programs, all of them, this fall by bringing us in watermelon and Gatorades after one of the practices.
There you
for
go.
Each team, the coaches kind of got to say, hey, here's a day that would work out, and they made their stops around all the programs, so we thank them for that as well.
Lene, Kim, and Chrissy, certainly Cossack crazies, doing it in more ways than one.
All right, so last time there they had Brendan Moe in the backfield, so our JV quarterback, our backup quarterback, keep in mind. So Sioux Valley could have some options to go with out of this.
So Wyatt Hart in shotgun, 3 receivers out there looking to throw it towards the right
Find
side.
Warney for the first. Oh, he got drilled at the end.
He did. Took a shot to the face mask. Helmet comes
Targeting.
off. Took a shot right to the head. So a great catch and run by Ashton Warney. He will gather his helmet as that came flying off.
Yeah, what a play to really fire Sioux Valley up.
Very well done by the Cossacks.
He looks like he's okay there. Everyone's high-fiving. Coaches are coming over to check on him. Referees are going to make a decision right in front of the Sioux Valley bench about what that was and how much they want to tack on. But that was a shot right to the face mask.
Just the momentum that Sioux Valley needs.
Personal foul on Clark Willow Lake. I guess they don't have to say much more than personal foul on that. I think there is officially a hand signal for targeting. Maybe not in high school, but the pros certainly have it.
Clark Willow Lake now 3 penalties for 70 yards. Of course, one wiped a score off the board for them.
So that was a big gain. What are we going to do? 25 yards on that catch for Ashton Warney. Tack on another 15. Sioux Valley is at 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Big 4th down conversion.
So Wyatt Hart in shotgun. 2 receivers out there. He'll take that snap. Follow.
Nice cut.
Brendan Moe up the field. Have a big gain of, that's looking like a 9-yard gain, and that'll get the Sioux Valley Cossacks in the red zone, brought to us by Back Alley Meats.
2nd and short, so Sioux Valley has lots of options to work with here on this 2nd down play.
Back Alley Meats for all your burgers and brats and steaks and ribs, pork chops, chicken breasts, everything else you need. Do some grilling, man. Shop local. 2nd and 1 from the Clark Willow Lake 11-yard line. Sioux Valley threatening here for the first time tonight. 2 receivers left. Wyatt Hart in shotgun. Brendan Moe next to him. They'll fake the handoff. Wyatt Hart's going to take that right up the middle, have enough for a first down.
First down, yes.
Still fighting. He gets inside the 10 down to about the 7. Is that where they're going to place that?
Steen in on that tackle. Sioux Valley gets their 6th first down of the evening.
So nice run by Wyatt Hart, straight up the middle, found a hole there. It'll be 1st and goal from the 7-yard line.
So have we seen Logan Moan on this drive, on this possession?
No, not.
I don't think so. Brendan Moe's
Really?
been out there for a lot of it. They could be just kind of swapping each other out, I guess. Wyatt Hart in shotgun. That's Moe right next to him. Twins to the right. Kellen Tucker out left. That's Johnny Vermillion in motion. That'll be Wyatt Hart trying to get up the middle. That was a great penetration.
Logan Foster.
By Logan Foster, a senior linebacker, 5'10", 170 pounds. He sniffed that out.
He did.
So it'll be 2nd and goal, but now from
Here comes Logan Moan back in, I believe.
the 9-yard line. Ashton Warney back out there as well, big tight end.
Sioux Valley has that luxury. Lots of puzzle pieces that they can move around, keeping people fresh.
We got
A lot of times wearing on their opponent.
Wyatt Hart in shotgun, trips to the right. Kellen Tucker wide left. Hart will pitch that
Swings
to
it
Logan
out.
Moan around the near sideline. A good cut, trying to find some space. Gets a little bit, trying to fight to the 5-yard line. Still fighting out of bounds.
That's Vig getting the stop, his 5th tackle tonight.
Referee is saying that he was stopped in the field of play, so we're going to run the clock still. Sioux Valley will be 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line.
And I believe Sioux Valley still has 1 timeout to work with here if they need to. Clark Willow Lake with all 3 of theirs remaining.
Wyatt Hart in shotgun. Kellen Tucker to the near sideline. That is Hempstead wide left. Tucker in motion. Fake the handoff to him. Looking to throw it over the middle. Warney in the end zone.
Nice
What a
defensive
bat down
play.
there.
Number
What was
11.
that? 11.
Wyatt Hart really zipped
Miles
that in there.
Olson.
Good coverage by Olson. And that'll bring up 4th and goal from the 8-yard line for Sioux Valley. Good coverage right there. That was a nice shot.
Very
It
good.
was. Yep.
Hart really zipped it in there. That was a
Kind of-
small window.
Yeah, kind of surprised everyone but Miles Olson. He was on top of it. You know, I think everyone was looking at Sioux Valley trying to get half that yardage to set up many options on 4th down.
Now we'll do it 4th and goal from the 8.
Watch for something here for Hart to have a lot of options.
Wyatt Hart in shotgun. A couple of receivers out there. Tucker in motion. Hand off to
There's
him
Kellen
around the left
Tucker.
side.
They
He's
like-
got
they
some room.
like
Cuts
that
back
side.
into the
Right
middle.
left, there
Kellen
you go.
Tucker dances into the end zone. A great end around by Kellen Tucker. Great blocking on the outside, and Kellen Tucker is going to make this game 16-6. Sioux Valley with the 2-point try coming. That was a great cut back into the middle of the field there. Found some more space and got around that cornerback essentially out there.
Yeah, it was definitely something high on Sioux Valley's playlist going into this game.
So the 2-point try now for Sioux Valley. Great 4th down conversion. Wyatt Hart in shotgun. Logan Moan right next to him. Hart will pick that snap up, take it up the right side, and
go.
force his
Good
way
job,
over
Wyatt
the
Hart.
goal line. Wyatt Hart with a 2-point conversion, and that'll make it 16-8. About midway through our second quarter, a great scoring drive by Sioux Valley.
It was.
Again, the Cossacks, if you noticed on that snap, the snap was actually very low. It was just barely off the ground. That's happened now 3-4 times so far in this game, so they need to work on that snap between the quarterback and the center.
Our scoring recap there, Sioux Valley took the ball on their own 40 after Clark-Willow Lake had scored to make it 16-0. Sioux Valley with 8 plays resulting in an 8-yard touchdown run by Kellen Tucker, a 2-point conversion by Wyatt Hart, and they have cut the lead in half. We're at 16-8 at the 7:33 mark of the second quarter.
This break in the action going to be brought to us by Shorty's Burgers and Brew, our player of the game sponsor for tonight's broadcast. The player of the game tonight is going to get a $5 discount their next trip to Shorty's Burgers and Brew, right on 6th Street in Brookings, just down from Jimmy John's. Great burger spot now on 6th Street in Brookings. So thank you for being our sponsors for the players of the game for the football season.
Austin Vig leading the way defensively for Clark-Willow Lake tonight with 5 tackles. Wyatt Hart for Sioux Valley has 3. Both teams have been flagged 5 times here tonight. And Sioux Valley has 2 turnovers. Clark-Willow Lake does not. They have a turnover on downs, I guess, right, to start the game.
This will be Nelly, our kickoff man. Wyatt Nelson, senior leader out there. Players love him. Senior class loves him. The whole high school loves him. Good dude, Wyatt Nelson. On the kickoff. Kind of a squibber.
That's a live ball.
Off the shoulder of the Cyclones. They still really don't have a hold on it.
Sioux Valley got on that, I believe.
We've got Cossacks saying that that's our ball, and now the Cyclones pointing their way. And I think it's number 6 on the bottom of all that.
It is.
Coming up with that is Benny Palmer, a sophomore running back. It bounced off of his shoulder. He found a way to chase that down.
Benny saves the day. Sioux Valley tried to do a nice sell job to the officials there.
That's what you have to do as a kickoff guy. You got to sell it, man. As a natural-born salesman myself, I can understand. So the Cyclones will have a 1st and 10 on their own 34-yard line. 7:28 left to go here in the first half.
I think the first thing Clark-Willow Lake will look to do is just get that field spread out again. They're going to go with a middle screen.
That is Beavers on the middle screen. He's going to be drilled. That ball's out. And now Sioux Valley saying they have it once again, and I think the referees are going to agree with them this time. There's the point by the referees. That was number 60, Harvey Hart, on a big shot on Beavers.
Who's going to come off the bottom of that pile?
Ball pops out. It's got to be Wyatt Nelson, doesn't it? He's
no
the only
official
one that
sign.
Wyatt Nelson recovers our fumbles around here. Nelly's right there.
Nelly knows.
I still don't know who. There's the go. There's our official call. Still not sure who came up with that fumble recovery. But Cossacks in celebration mode as the referees had a little conference. Decided that was recovered by the Cossacks. We'll put the Cyclones on their heels. Great field position for another possession here in the second quarter for Sioux Valley, as they'll have a 1st and 10 from the Cyclones' 42-yard line.
Clark-Willow Lake with their first turnover of the night, recovered by Wyatt Nelson.
Harvey Hart on the big shot right there to force that ball out.
1st and 10 Cossacks from the Cyclone 42.
Thought the wind was kind of dying down a little bit. I'll get a hold of my iPad here and try to keep that from zipping around. Couple of receivers out there. Kellen Tucker in motion. Wyatt Hart takes that snap, hands it off to Logan Moan. Nowhere to go there. Fighting off a couple of tacklers, but it'll be no gain on the play.
Talon Huber getting credit for that tackle.
Just nowhere to go around that right side.
There wasn't. He made a little out of nothing, though. Got back to that original line of scrimmage.
Fought off the tackle for a loss. Got to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 for the Cossacks. That's a big defensive line that the Cyclones have. Talked about a couple of those guys being 270 pounds.
That clock now under 7 minutes to go here in the first half.
Wyatt Hart in shotgun. Logan Moan right next to him. Kellen Tucker.
He sees something over there that he likes. Are they audible in here?
We've got something there. Kellen Tucker will get off the line of scrimmage now. And now be in motion. There's the snap. Kellen Tucker around the right side. running out of space, and it'll be bottled up right there. Short gain of 2 yards, 3rd and 8 coming up from the Cyclone 40-yard line. Just ran out of room around the right side. Tried that end around once again. It worked for a touchdown. Just nowhere to go that time.
Third down for the Cossacks from the 41-yard line.
It's been a favorite tonight.
Certainly 4-down territory here once again. Sioux Valley loves going for it on 4th down. And we're on the good side of the field to try that. So 3rd and a long 8. Whitehart takes that snap, hands it off to Logan Moan. He's got nowhere to go, and it'll be a loss of 2 yards, maybe 3 yards.
Great tackle over there by Kate Gaikowski.
So we're going to have a 4th down play, 12 yards to go from the Cyclone 44.
Last time Sioux Valley was in this situation, they rolled out and they found Ashton Warney for the big first down. They got the penalty tacked onto the end of it, and it set up that first touchdown drive.
Cyclones have snipped out 2 end arounds here in a row. See what the Cossacks have now for their 4th down conversion try. Trips to the right. Kellen Tucker wide left. Wyatt Hart in shotgun. Logan Moan next to him. Takes that snap, looking to throw it. Right over the right side. That is a underneath pass. Number 3 was going for it. That is Jamison Tanderup, but underthrown by Wyatt Hart. He may have been hit as he hit through that. And it'll be a turnover on downs for the Cossacks. Couldn't take advantage of the fumble recovery. Hand it back over to the Cyclones. 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line.
Austin Vig still leading the way for the Clark-Willow Lake defense with 5 tackles. Wyatt Hart with 5 tackles for Sioux Valley.
So the Cyclones getting their formation correct. 4 wide receivers out there again. Joey Reese in shotgun. He's got Beavers behind him. Reese is going to roll out to the left side, chased down by Nelson, chased down by number 45, which is Brendan Moe.
And he pulled maybe a groin muscle there.
Straight to the sideline, straight to the turf. Brendan Moe down.
So going to need to tack another guy on out there.
So the trainers will come over and check out Brendan Moe. Officially, it was a loss of 1 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 11 for the Cyclones on their own 43-yard line.
Clark-Willow Lake's been flagged 5 times tonight for 70 yards. Sioux Valley 5 times for 50 yards. Sioux Valley's turned the ball over twice. Clark-Willow Lake once.
Cyclones bring 4 wide receivers once again. Joey Reese in shotgun. Beavers right behind him. That is Gajekowski in motion.
Right,
they're going to hand it to Beavers straight up the middle.
Nice job.
Short gain, bottled up by a host of Sioux Valley defenders. Bottom man coming up off that turf is Holden Rusink.
Holden Rusink wants to get credit for the tackle.
We'll give it to him.
Extra long. We'll give it to him. His 2nd tackle tonight.
Holden doing the dirty work right in the
He's been
middle
in
of that
a lot.
line.
He's been in a lot.
3rd and 10 for the Cyclones. Cyclones may be in 4-down territory as well. We just don't see a lot of punting in 11B anymore.
Yeah, and if you're Clark-Willow Lake, you don't want to give Sioux Valley the ball here. They've been very good over recent years at closing out the half.
4 receivers for the Cyclones. Joey Reese takes that, looking to throw it. He's going to throw it down the right sideline.
Overthrew him.
Man open.
Thank you.
But an overthrow to Talon Huber is going to make it a 4th down play. 10 yards to go for the Cyclones. Joey Reese just airmailed that to a wide open receiver out there.
We're seeing Bo Begeman come on. Could he possibly be the punter for this squad?
Coach Carms and I were dealing with a Begeman last night on a volleyball court.
Yes, his sister. Bo here is 6'6", 195-pound senior.
Carms, we may have been watching an all-state volleyball player last night. Shelby
We were.
Begeman, a sophomore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember her coming out party in Volga a year ago
Yeah.
as a freshman.
It's a talented volleyball player.
That team only lost 2 matches all of last year.
She can jump out of the gym. Returning that is Kellen Tucker. He'll take that down the left sideline and be forced out at around the 40. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Sioux Valley 37-yard line. Good job by Kellen Tucker to pick that up.
With 3:53 left in the half.
Under 4 minutes. Winnow Sioux Valley in this situation. Be great to score last, get the ball first here to start the second half.
Trying to do that Belichick double that we talked about last year. You know, Belichick and Tom Brady with the Patriots. Did it for 20 years. Score at the end of the first half, take the first possession in the second half, score again. Blew out a lot of teams doing that. 4 receivers for Sioux Valley. Wyatt Hart takes that. He'll follow Logan Moan around the right side. A short gain. He'll get to the 40-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7 coming up for Sioux Valley.
That was Trig Felberg.
Sioux Valley still has 1 timeout, right? Is that what we decided?
Sioux Valley has a timeout left. Clark Will Lake with all 3.
Okay.
Kellen Tucker getting his equipment looked at over there.
Yeah, we're going to get a break in the action by the referee.
Go, I think.
Making sure that his pads are taken care of.
Giving Sioux Valley an extra moment or two to kind of look over the Clark Will Lake defense.
Side judge gets over to his spot. Now we're ready to go. Wyatt Hart in shotgun. Pitch that. Logan Moan, he'll cut back into the middle.
He's
We got a flag down as well.
Great tackle at the end of that play.
That's number 11.
Miles Olson once again.
And 55, Logan Foster there to make the tackle. Logan Moan got to midfield, but I think we've got a call on Sioux Valley, and that'll probably bring this back. Yeah, we do have a holding call. That flag was dropped on the Sioux Valley 46, so they'll mark it off from there. And we'll repeat second down wherever they finish this at. I think they'll put it at the Sioux Valley 36.
6 penalties now for 60 yards.
So after the penalty, we're going to be looking at a 2nd and 11 from the Sioux Valley 36-yard line.
Seems like along the sideline here, Brennan Moe bouncing back. We'll see him back in action.
Logan Moan in shotgun. Twins to the right. Ashton Warney is the tight end there. Kellen Tucker wide left. Hart will take that snap, take it up the middle. Finding a hole, fighting off.
A little bit of
couple of defenders.
There, but,
could have called that on Miles Olson. No flag. Our Cossack crazies in front of us begging for a flag.
Not gonna get it. Just holding on for dear life down there.
So the good run by Wyatt Hart's going to make it 3rd and 2 on the Sioux Valley 45-yard line. Twins to the right. Kellen Tucker wide left. Wyatt Hart in shotgun. Logan Moan will take that handoff around the right side, looking for a hole. Will dive for the first down. And
just a bit
referees
short.
Are one of them saying he's got it. That's the side judge on this side. And that's the call. So a first down converted by Sioux Valley.
7 first downs here this evening for Sioux Valley.
Have we seen a measurement yet in the first game and a half? Boy, that was another spot where they certainly looks like they probably should have, but we'll take it. First down, Sioux Valley. 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line now. We got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the near sideline. Wyatt Hart in shotgun.
Approaching that 2-minute mark.
He'll take the snap, follow Logan Moan up the hole, gets to midfield, and he'll be stood up right there. Beavers on the play, Olson on the play, Huber on the play.
Seth Poppin. Did I see Seth Poppin in on that play as well? Yeah, I think I would give Seth Poppin credit.
The big defensive lineman, 60 and 75. 60 is Seth Poppin. That's a 6'5", 270-pound defensive lineman. And what was the other number I said there? 75, right? Trig Felberg. That's a junior, 6'6", 270-pound defensive lineman. Some big boys on that Cyclone D line. Wyatt Hart will take that, hand it off to Kellen Tucker around the left side. Ooh. He'll get close to midfield, but once again, that's a big defensive lineman that ran him down. Beavers, the middle linebacker there.
Yeah,
that's Felberg getting off the turf.
Third down for Sioux Valley.
So a 3rd and 7 coming up for Sioux Valley, just short of the midfield stripe. We got about a minute and a half left here.
We got just under a minute here as we go, and so Sioux Valley's got to pick up the tempo here a little bit.
Still one timeout in their pocket. 3rd and long for Sioux Valley. One receiver each side. Wyatt Hart looking to throw it this time.
Warney again.
On the near sideline. Warney right through his hands. A tough catch over the shoulder. It was Beavers on the defense as a middle linebacker.
Well-placed ball there. Had to get over the defense.
Just
tough ball to catch.
It's a tough catch. Over your shoulder like that, moving towards the near sideline.
Come back with a 4th down play here.
So we're at 39 seconds left.
41 seconds to go officially. 1 timeout left for Sioux Valley, 3 for Clark Willow Lake.
This is that same punt formation that we had before. But it was a run up the middle last time we tried this. It will be a punt this time. Almost blocked. Punter's knocked down. No flag on that. Clark Willow Lake's going to let it roll. Someone touched it. Now they pick it up. It'll be Holden Rusink that throws number 11 down on the return. That's Miles Olson. The punter was officially hit, but no flag. Referee was standing right there.
The referees are ready for a halftime break as well, apparently.
They might be. So with 29 seconds left to go here in the first half, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cyclones from their own 23-yard line.
And Sioux Valley's backing people up, more of a type of a prevent look here possibly now, keeping everything in front of them. Clark Willow Lake will play it cautiously, but they do have 3 timeouts if they get something here on 1st down.
Joey Reese in shotgun, 4 receivers out there. That is Gajkowski in motion. Reese is going to take it. Roll to the left, now cuts back into the pocket. He's going to throw that over the middle. And it'll be a great defensive play by Wyatt Hart to knock it out there. And a late flag
he's having trouble getting it out.
Oh, boy.
It might be one of those situations so he just wants to talk to his partners and see what he has.
I think there was actually a little bit of helmet contact, so that might be what it is.
Referees will talk about it. And here is our call. We've got a personal foul shot to the head. It's the call.
Carms on top of that.
Cossack Crazies in front of us. Do not
be
like the
15
call.
Yards then?
Yeah, that'll be 15.
Yes, it's a major penalty.
In the NFL, it's from a spot, but it's from the line of scrimmage in high school, so they'll mark it off from there. Clark Willow Lake get a 1st down out of this, and they'll put the ball down on the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 from there for the Cyclones. How many seconds we got left?
There's 19 seconds left here in the
19 officially to go.
First half.
So the Cyclones now 4 wide receivers once again.
Ball's on the 38 yard line, yes.
Joey Reese will roll around right side. Holden Rusink on
Past
the
the line of
original
scrimmage.
chase.
That will
They'll
be a
throw
flag.
it down the middle. It'll be incomplete. Another flag.
There's our flag.
Coming out here as Joey Reese was beyond the line of scrimmage when he threw it. So that'll be not only a penalty, but a loss of down on that.
11 seconds left here now.
You might just see them kill the clock.
They may just
halftime.
kneel this down, yeah. Did they just point at our way? So
No, I don't believe so.
did that referee call that on us?
That was Clark Willow Lake. The penalty here in front of us.
So that is a personal foul on Sioux Valley. And we've got offsetting penalties. We'll replay the down. 1st and 10 for the Cyclones from their own 38. So it was a personal foul on Sioux Valley, but it's canceled out by a throw beyond the line of scrimmage. So we'll repeat 1st down. Cyclones are going to have 4 wide receivers out there once again. Joey Reese in shotgun. You said 9 seconds left, Coach Carms?
There's 11
seconds they put on the clock.
Okay. So Reese in shotgun. Beavers right next to him. Quick throw to the right side.
No.
No hook and ladder. That'll be a first
Timeout.
down officially, and a timeout is being called by Clark Willow Lake.
Number 2, Beavers.
A first down officially as they get just across midfield.
5 seconds left.
Kind of looked like they were setting up the hook and ladder, and the
Yes.
pitch guy
That
didn't
might
quite
be what
get
the next play is
circling
coming.
around on him.
Ball is placed.
Yeah, very possible. They just set that up. That's how it was looking. They might do it right now. Good call, Coach Carms. We'll see if you're correct on that.
Timeout Cyclones.
So the timeout is going to allow us to thank another sponsor out here. Let's do that. We'll thank the Man Cave Barbershop. They just cut my hairs today. I don't know if you boys noticed.
There we go.
You know, we're supposed to notice when we cut our hairs.
Hat has been covering it
The
up.
hat covers it all up. Get your hair cut by the best. Alicia and Friends are located on South Maderi, across from Brookings High School. Alicia's been with us since day one, so we thank the Man
one.
Cave
Yes.
Barbershop
The beginning
for believing in this
in Hamlin.
instantly.
Day one was in Hamlin. Volleyball.
It was. Incredible people. Book your appointment online by going to the Man Cave Barbershop on Facebook. Thank you, Man Cave Barbershop, a fun crew there. They're big South Dakota State fans as
And
well.
that's where it
so
all started, on Facebook.
It did. It started on Facebook. It started with a phone was our video at
Correct.
that moment. We've upgraded to a iPad. Had a soundboard. We have officially a new soundboard. I just haven't figured out how to work it yet. I don't know how to hook it up yet.
It's not wearing out.
I've been watching videos. I've been, I don't know. We'll try it out maybe tomorrow if we have enough time.
Here we are. Should be our final play of the half, barring any injuries.
Officially, they're calling that 2nd and 1. Joey Reese going to take that shotgun
Got a lot of
snap.
time.
He's going to throw that as far as he can down the far sideline. Sioux Valley with good coverage down there. Is
that
it caught?
What happened here?
It may have been caught.
Doesn't matter.
There's no
Right.
time
At
left.
this stage, it wouldn't matter. A catch or not.
I think the referees are going to talk
But
about
again,
that at least.
The half cannot end on a penalty either, so
It's just a catch and out of bounds. Half is over. You don't
So
have
the-
a flag down, so it's over regardless of whether it was a
Yeah,
catch or an incompletion. So
unless they're in agreement that there's like 1 second left as he went out of bounds. We'll see what the referees have to say about this. There's 3 of them over there talking about it.
we'll see what they come
Referee's
up
going to
with.
give us some sort of hand signal here.
That should be the half.
He's trying to work a microphone, but we can't hear him at all. They are placing the ball inside the 10, down on the 5-yard line. So
It doesn't matter where they place it because the half's over.
if they give him any time at all, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 5 for the Cyclones.
They would have to have a flag in order for this to continue on, and it'd have to be on Sioux Valley.
There you go. There's the signal. Yeah, ran out of time. It was completed, but time runs out on our first half is the call by our referees after a discussion. Now the Clark Willow Lake head coach wants an explanation. That is Dave Severson, just wondering why his boys didn't get one more opportunity at 1st and goal from the 5. But the referees decide the time ran out even after the completed catch, and now we head to halftime. We've got all sorts of things to talk about. Halftime is brought to us by Health Source Chiropractic, sponsors of the Health Source Halftime Show. Justin and Luke, man, good friends of ours. Take the first step towards being pain-free. Experience top quality care at Health Source Chiropractic in Brookings. Call Justin and Luke and book your appointment today. Pain-free is carefree. Thank you, Justin and Luke. Thank you, Health Source Chiropractic. Some of the best in the biz. So as we roll into halftime here, we'll just get some thoughts, maybe a little recap of some stats out there.
Yeah,
And then we'll take a look around some football action around South Dakota tonight.
Let's start with our scoring recap, and then
Okay.
you guys can bounce into that. This game started with Sioux Valley kicking off, so they'll get the ball first here in the second half. Clark Willow Lake, that first possession, they had a 60-yard touchdown run wiped off by a holding call.
Yep.
And then they had to punt the ball away to Sioux Valley. Sioux Valley's first possession was a 5-play drive, resulting in an INT by Miles Nielsen for Clark Willow Lake to take possession back over. On Clark Willow Lake's second possession, they found the end zone on a 50-yard touchdown pass from Reese to Cade Gaikowski at the 7:16 mark of that first quarter. It was Talon Huber who tacked on the 2-point conversion, setting us up at 8-0. Sioux Valley's next possession, again, they were able to move the ball. It resulted on a 4th down fake punt where they fumbled it over to Clark-Willow Lake, and Clark-Willow Lake would get their 3rd possession of the game, which also resulted in a touchdown. They scored with 11:58 to go in that second quarter on a 6-play drive, ending with a 1-yard touchdown run by Chris Beavers. Once again, it was Talon Huber with the 2-point conversion, and we were at 16-0. Sioux Valley got a spark on a 4th down play where they rolled out, passed the ball to Ashton Warney, who was then, what was it, face masked, late hit?
Yeah, it was
late hit out of bounds.
It was a late hit, a kind of an elbow to the face mask, so they tacked on 15 after
Tacked on 15 after the play, and that kind of sparked. Sioux Valley came back to life there. It ended in a touchdown run, an 8-yard touchdown run by Kellen Tucker, who's touched the ball a lot on kind of end around, in motion plays, as he's tried to find the outside. Maybe Sioux Valley feeling quicker than Clark-Willow Lake in that position. Wyatt Hart, the 2-point conversion, made it 16-8 at the 7:33 mark of that second quarter. Clark-Willow Lake then had the ball on their first play. It was Harvey Hart who came in and popped the ball out. Wyatt Nelson, our fumble recovery guru, hops on the ball, and Sioux Valley took over. Sioux Valley then had a turnover on downs, a Clark-Willow Lake punt, a Sioux Valley punt as well. And then Clark-Willow Lake just ran out of time. They had the big long pass down, getting inside the 10-yard line, but they didn't have any time remain on the clock to work with it. So here we are at halftime. Clark-Willow Lake 16, Sioux Valley 8. Clark-Willow Lake is led in tackles by Austin Vig. He has 5. Sioux Valley is led by Wyatt Hart. He also has 5. All kinds of Cossacks, all kinds of Clark-Willow Lake Cyclones in the tackle category. Gaikowski has 4. Trey Felberg has 4. Of course, all of our stats very, very unofficial. Penalties, Sioux Valley's been flagged for 8 of them for 75 yards, and Clark-Willow Lake 6 of them for 80 yards. Sioux Valley 2 turnovers, Clark-Willow Lake 1.
That's a fantastic recap, Coach.
There it is.
Vincent,
There it
that's
is.
Amazing.
Yeah, we pay him well for that.
That's a great work on the clipboard right there. Coach Carms, we're going to send it to you. You're going to take a look around South Dakota 11B to start. This is off the South Dakota Score Feed app, brought to us by Buster's Auto Brokers. Right on the corner, right on the price, right in Mitchell. Thank you, Buster Vincent.
Thank you, Buster.
Game is right at the halftime. Mobridge Pollock leads Mount Vernon Plankington 14-0 at the half. And an interesting game here now in Groton. Groton 7, Beersford 6. Okay. That's in the middle of the third.
Beersford, we get to make the trek to Beersford this year, I believe.
Yes. Wagner leads Hot Springs, and Hot Springs 6-3. St. Thomas More 36, Belfouche 0. That's just before the halftime. And in a big game here at Salem, Dual 0, McCook Central Montrose 0. There's 2 minutes left in the third quarter there.
A defensive battle there.
So that really
is Danielson Field.
That really is an accurate score. They're in the third quarter out there.
And
okay,
that's legit. How about that Roncalli team that we saw a week ago?
And here's this Aberdeen Roncalli team we saw last week. They lead Flandreau now, 21-0 at the end of the first half. Roncalli 21, Flandreau 0.
Okay.
And Winter leads Highmore Herald 40-0 at the end of the first half.
Yeah,
in 11B.
I just don't know how much Miller Highmore Herald has anymore as far as 11B football goes.
Yeah, you kind of feel the vibes that they should be in 9-man. Speaking of 9-man,
do they dance in between 9-man and 11? I mean, do they keep going back and forth?
They do.
Yeah.
Kind of sometimes
That's
depends
tough.
on who they're co-opted with. Bouncing into 9-man, you guys. 9AA, it's Scotland Minnow, 22, Trip Delmont Armor, Andy Central, Dakota Christian, and whoever else wants to be in that co-op. 12,
TDA,
22-12. Hanson, here's a battle. 22, Viborg Hurley 20. That game's in the third quarter. Hill City 14. Our friends out in Hill City, they're beating Stanley County 14-12.
Yeah.
Esteline Hendricks over Sisseton. Speaking of one that seems odd now to call him the other, 9-man, 44-0.
We had to deal with Sisseton last year. Coach Carms and I talked about in the pregame here where we played Clark-Willow Lake twice last year because Sisseton, right before the school season started, goes, you know what, we're not going to have enough for a varsity squad.
Interesting development down here in front of us, you guys. One of the leading tacklers there for Clark-Willow Lake getting his wrist looked at.
Is that Fulberg?
That's Trey.
Yeah, Trey Felberg, the junior defensive lineman, 6'6", 270. He's got
Jody
some
and
wrist
Clark-Willow
work.
Lake coach over there with him, and another coach coming to check on him. Clark-Willow Lake choosing to stay out here tonight on this beautiful night. Sioux Valley has headed inside. Both teams doing it their way to make their adjustments. Back to our scores. Garrettson 23, Bridgewater Emory Eaton 6, Parkston 8, Platte Getty 6, Great Plains Lutheran 20, Webster Area 0, Baltic 14, Sioux Falls Lutheran 6, Bon Homme 47, Gregory 6, Waubay Summit 26, Florence Henry 6, Hamlin 20, Britton Hecla 6, Wall 20. That ended last week, you guys, in a big comeback, that Wall game where we were watching. We never did have a final on that before we left, but they did come back and win that game. And this week, a little easier for them. They're up 20-0 over Lead Deadwood. Your 9AA scores.
In 9A,
there you go.
We've got score Freeman 60, Chester 8. That is the final.
So it's just amazing that, Freeman Academy, the 9AA champion from last year in that class, they beat out my Elkton Lake Benton Elks in 9AA. Both of those squads moved to 9A this year because Freeman drops. Marion and Freeman Academy just goes as the Flyers all by themselves. They're at the 9A level. Marion goes to Parker. It's now Parmar in 11B.
It was in the works because it was Parmar in every other sport last year.
Okay.
They just couldn't complete the football one in time and get that made. But another interesting thing on that game, they're playing that at Dakota State University tonight.
Yes.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. Okay. Well,
other games.
Good job on DSU.
Area games here. DeSmet leads Canastota 12-0. That's midway through the third quarter. Scotland Menno leads Trip Delmont Armor ACDC.
Yeah.
That's hard to say.
What's that Elkton Lake Benton do in 9A football?
Elkton Lake Benton.
The Elks.
20. Centerville 8.
The Tornadoes.
Again, about halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah, that's the home opener for ELB, bringing the Tornadoes to town. That's a big matchup over there.
And Ipswich leads Redfield 38-0. Any other area scores here? Alcester Hudson 27, Irene Wakanda 0. And Castlewood. This is an interesting game here. This is at Castlewood. Castlewood 14, Howard 0.
Okay.
7 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Where's that one at?
A big win over Hamlin
That's
last
at
week.
Castlewood.
That's in Castlewood tonight. Okay. Yeah, that's your Howard Tigers there, Coach Carnes.
So 9B, a lot of them you've mentioned along the way then in one 9-man category or another. But Iroquois Lake Preston, the Sharks, they're up 30-28 over Wilmot. A lot of scoring for that to still have 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Oh, yeah. Jeez. Up and
Kadoka
down the field there.
Jones County 0. That one, same amount of time to go in the second quarter. Warner up 10-0 over North Central. Avon's up 42-0 over Burke. Gettysburg 28, Woolsey Wessington 0. Del St. Mary's 46. ORR 12.
That's a very good Del Rapids St.
At the
Mary's
half.
team. They're big and athletic, fast. That's a really good 9B school.
A lot of these other scores I think we've just hit on. Arlington 48, Sunshine Bible Academy 0.
So tonight we're doing Military Appreciation Night here. Next week, next Friday, Coach Carms and I, we're off to Clear Lake. You get to go down to Sioux Falls. You've got your Twilight cross-country meet down in Augustana?
Yeah, it's you'd like to call it the Super Bowl, but we all know that regions and state trump everything. But in terms of a early season event and in the sport of cross-country, that's the place to be. It'll be colleges, high schools, all divisions.
Yeah.
You're under the lights. You're in a great environment. There'll be a pep band. There'll be a DJ. There'll be food trucks. It's as exciting as it kind of gets for high school cross country, especially this early in the season. So we're very excited to be a part of the Augustana Twilight meet on Friday evening of next week.
You'll have to text us some results from that.
We will.
Coach Carms
We'll
and
have you guys on.
We'll be up in Clear Lake, a matchup with the Dual Cardinals. On September 11th, is it 25th anniversary? That's the wrong word for it, but the 25th Memorial Day of the 9/11 attacks. We'll have McCook Central Montrose here at Cossack Field. That's homecoming.
Renewing a rivalry.
So, MCM back in the schedule. After that, we're going to head down to Beersford. We'll have a week off and head down to Elk Point Jefferson. And then senior night here on October 9th, Parmar coming to town as we'll take on the Pheasants of Parker Marion. And then we'll finish up with Flandreau, who is Flandreau's getting handed to him tonight. So
struggling at the start.
That'll be the last
season.
game of the regular season. After that, it's off to the playoffs.
You know, speaking of a rivalry,
we'll see where we're at that time.
If we weren't here tonight, guys, we'd probably be in Del Rapids. Madison and Dells.
Oh,
you talk about a high school football rivalry. Madison on the road leads Dells 14-0. Madison number 5 in that poll. Del Rapids 3. So a great game going on there in 11-2.
Field down at the what is that, 69th and Cliff down in Sioux Falls down there, way out there. 57th and Cliff, one of those two.
Another great early season 11A matchup, West Central and Dakota Valley. You always hear those two programs, especially West Central over the years. They're up 16-0. That one's also at half.
Okay.
So some good games going on there in 11A. Out west, Douglas is beating Custer 21-14, and Canton receiving votes is up 7-0 over Vermilion at home there in Canton.
A look around scores tonight on the South Dakota Score Feed app, brought to us by Buster's Auto Brokers. We want to thank Bankstar Financial, our exclusive presenter for everything we do here on Saul's Media. A huge Sioux Valley supporter, as not only helping out with this show, but helping out with the school, with the scoreboard, with the basketball squads, the volleyball. Bankstar does it all, man. 100 years.
They do.
On the bright side. Bank on the bright side with Bankstar Financial, man. They're fantastic.
The Cossacks are now just coming back out in the field here now.
Here they come. Went inside, enjoyed the inside for a while.
We'll also want to thank CC's Bar and Grill, a fantastic sponsor of everything we're doing here. Also our host on Monday nights. Now, I had to miss Monday night because of a sore throat. We're past that now. I'm screaming and yelling out here tonight, so we're okay with that. We'll get back in action on Monday night after my work day. 7 o'clock Monday nights. Get down to CC's. Try the $7 cheeseburger and fries. I believe that's the deal. We also have a speaker now, so not only can you come in and enjoy what's going on, you'll be able to hear the show as that speaker is going to broadcast out to what we're doing there.
Yeah, a lot of times when
you can hear the conversations.
Yeah, you still have to go home and rewatch the program, so a lot of people are just staying home. Another reason to just get off the couch and come see it live, besides the great burgers and the great price on them and the speaker, but stadium chairs. Tell us more.
We're going to give away some stadium cushions, essentially, is what they are.
Okay.
Sponsored by Bankstar Financial, another helper for what we're doing here.
Do we have a stack of them, or do we have
We have
two?
a couple of boxes of them, but
Let's
I believe
do this.
there's access to more if we need that. I think in those coaches show, we're going to give away 2 of them until we run out, and then just kind of see what we do after that.
It's going to take us a while to run out. When we didn't have them opening week, we had Salzy under the weather
on week 2. Yeah, finally on Monday night, we'll give away 2 of them. I brought 2 of them tonight and handed them to
Very good.
An older couple that were just kind of roaming in. He didn't have anything in his hands. I wondered if he had a cushion, and then he did not. So
now he has something in his hands, and he has something to sit on.
Thank you,
Show
Bankstar.
up, drop your name in a hat. We're going to draw a couple names out each week
on Monday night.
And you're going home with a stadium chair. We want you there live. Come enjoy the show. Be a part of it.
I think that's the best way to do it. And maybe that's the best way to keep people there till the end, because when we did have the one show,
people darted.
When everyone was done as far as the coaches and the players, the whole audience was gone at the same time. It was just me and Ben Blees, an assistant coach of the football squad. It was just us in that banquet room. So
I know I had to dart to a cross-country practice that night.
We'll try to keep some people around. You put your name in a hat or a bowl or something.
A football helmet or something. You got a mini football helmet or something they can draw out of?
Yeah, something. And then we'll just draw a name. You get 2 seat cushions, essentially, is what they are.
But we want you there. We want you to be a part of the atmosphere, support a local business, support Saul's Media, but most importantly,
be a part of the kids.
It's a chance to, see the kids, give them a high five, tell them congratulations, or help do your part in keeping our head up after a loss or whatever it might be. But they love that interaction and come and be a part of it. We want to see you on Monday nights.
One of the things I love about that show is not only talking to the coaches and just getting, kind of an inside idea of the plans for this or what they were looking for and ideas and explanations. Talking to those kids out there, you get to see a little bit into their personalities. You get a glimpse of what those kids are doing as they're walking through the hallways of the school at the same time. You get to have conversations with them. We're going to start playing some games with the kids as well. I got some Family Feud things we're going to do. And that, my friends,
was that lightning?
Was a lightning blast. So I'm assuming our referees saw that. Now they will confer.
It does look like it may be raining here now, just to the east of us.
Well, that lightning was a blast that shined right through our open door behind us.
It did.
I believe we are going to have a lightning delay here pretty shortly, as the crowd saw that as well. The oohs and ahs that you just heard. That is one of our trainers going out there with a phone. She was out there last week talking with
Jody has sent her that direction.
Yeah, she was out there with Mo Rusink just kind of looking at radars and talking to the referees last week.
In the building, we see his side-by-side down here by the end zone camera. The players are darting indoors.
Yes, they are. So
Mr. Mo Rusink here on the 10-yard line. He's crossing the 10, making his way to the 20. He's going to be on top of this in a heartbeat as well.
So for the second week in a row, my fellas, my compadres,
delay.
We're consistent.
A weather delay as a lightning strike just to the west of Volga was clearly visible, and we're going to get the kids off of the field. Now, last week we also cleared out the fans from the bleachers.
Correct.
Wondering if we'll get that announcement here from our PA announcer as well.
You know, if we have to, we could go inside, roll the bleachers back. I think they're set up for volleyball. We'll go inside, roll the bleachers back, take the pads off, play two-hand touch indoor arena football.
We could.
Determine an 11B winner tonight.
If need be, that is an option. That might be option F, maybe option G out of.
Yeah, and it might not be an option
plans.
that counts in the win column.
Maybe not.
But we could still do it.
It's, get the kids some work.
Yes.
It's all for the kids.
Tackle football sounds better, guys.
So we do kind of have a dirty cloud to the west side of Volga. One lightning blast so far. There's another one. Reset the clock on that.
Yep.
So we've got a little storm cloud coming over us here.
It'll be a while.
So
Settle
we can.
We were done by midnight last week. We could get done by midnight yet tonight.
I think with the three of us here, we can kind of just hang around here if you want to. I mean, we can certainly take
we
a
haven't
break.
done AAA or AA scores yet.
We can do AAA. We can do AA. We can still talk about the rest of the teams that are going on through the fall. We've got golf teams we can talk about. Your cross country squad, volleyball has got their home opener tomorrow. I feel like we can talk enough through a 15-minute delay. That
The wind's picking up.
Well, let's start talking with 11 AA.
We'll head back to the South Dakota Scorefeed app. That is brought to us by Buster's Auto Brokers, right on the corner, right on the price, right in Mitchell.
T in the entire area. They've been kind of a football power since they broke away and kind of got things rolling.
And now
they are up 35-26 on the Huron Tigers down at Titan Stadium in T.
There was another lightning blast right there. That'll reset the clock.
That one, by the way, is 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter, and Huron has the ball. So looking for an exciting finish there. Douglas and Custer, we already talked about that one. Douglas still leads 21-14. Mitchell 21, Brookings Bobcats 7.
Yeah, the home opener for the Bobcats as well tonight. They're playing at Dana J. Dykehouse Stadium. There is the PA announcement. I think we're going to get the fans out of the stands as well. It's all player and fan safety here. Coach Garms, we just kind of hung out here last time.
Yes,
so
we did.
We'll stay live since we're, media and we're special. At least that's what I'm going to call ourselves.
We do have an east wind coming here, so if it does start raining here, for instance, it might just come in right in through the window.
We might want to watch our equipment.
We are going to put the windows up if need be, if it starts getting bad. We covered everything up last week and just kind of hung out in here. We did turn this off last week. That is always an option. I mean, other than that, we'd be talking for a good half hour, 45 minutes here for you to do that. So
we might have to punt as well. We will finish the 11 AA scores, though.
Okay.
Yankton, number 3 in the 11 AA. They're leading Aberdeen Central 27-3. That one's at the half. And Watertown, they are winning 19-7 over Spearfish at Allen Mitchell Athletic Complex. That one has 3 minutes to go in the third.
Okay.
Is there any AA games tonight?
AAA, yeah, there should be. I think they're Midwest Sports Plus, blah, 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 whatever it was. They were yapping all day about their home openers down in Sioux Falls today.
Sioux Falls, Washington, they already have a win tonight. They beat Rapid City Central 28-0 at Howard Wood Field.
Okay.
At O'Hara Stadium out in Rapid City, Sioux Falls Roosevelt leads 33-6 over Stevens. Bellevue West, that new matchup of some of the Sioux Falls schools getting to play some of those teams. Bellevue West 7, Brandon Valley 3. That has 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. O'Gorman and Lincoln tied at 14 with 4 minutes to go in the second. That's the second game out there at Howard Wood Field.
I was just going to ask, probably a part of a doubleheader, which is why we already have a victory there.
Correct. And that's it for our scores. There is an all-nations game, White River 42, Lower Brule 6.
Before we turn this off, let's just mention that we do have a volleyball match tomorrow.
We do.
We have a meal as part of that. We're doing a prom fundraiser as well.
About that.
Sloppy Joes are available, part of a meal deal there. The junior high matches start up at 11 a.m., and that'll be in Tiletown. And then the older groups begin at noon in the Cossack Center. And as I mentioned before, I think the varsity game would be on that 2 o'clock, 2:30 time frame, somewhere in there. But get there early, get the Sloppy Joe meal. It's a fundraiser for the prom committee. It'll be the home opener for our volleyball team, now 1-1 on their season. They do get a quality win over the Jewel Cardinals on the road. Last night we were in Willow Lake for that road game against a very good Clark Willow Lake team.
Yes, everyone
Big,
knew.
athletic, 6-footers. Shelby Begeman was unbelievable last night.
They're number 3 in the state for a reason. They're really,
Tremendous player.
really good. 29-2, I believe it was a year ago. So Sioux Valley knew that was very uphill heading into that, but they did take set number 1.
Took set number 1 in great fashion. They looked great in set number 1, and then Shelby Begeman just kind of took over.
Yes.
They kept digging things out from the middle. They kept setting her up perfectly in the middle of the net. She is the middle hitter, a 6-footer that can jump out of the gym, and it was blast after blast after blast last night.
And a good run by Sioux Valley. Was it down big in that third, but came back, tied it up, might even have taken a 1-point lead late in that third. So Sioux Valley showed some signs and flashes, and we knew, a lot of people the last 2 years out the door for that volleyball program. So
huge class after huge class graduating. It is a younger squad. There is 4 seniors on the crew this year, but just an experience level that we're not used to as far as what the last couple of years have been. Just huge senior group after senior group leaving, and the cupboard's not empty by any means. There's a lot of young stars on that team at the same time. They're just going to have to gel together and groove together and get it working. But they're 1-1 in their season. Home opener tomorrow. A Sloppy Joe fundraiser for the prom committee tomorrow. Get it out, support the Cossacks, and if you can't be in the building, we'll be there on Souls Media.
Against a
top-notch
top-notch
sloppy. Tasty if not sloppy. Is that what that is?
Tasty and sloppy, I believe.
Oh,
I don't think it's an or. I think it's both.
How come it's always a Sloppy Joe feed? Why isn't it ever a New Wave feed?
I don't know. Maybe a sloppy Bill feed. Why is it always Joe? What did Joe do throughout the history?
Get the barbecues out. Get the barbecues out.
Well, it'll be a fun time in the Cossack Center tomorrow. It'll be fun to be at the home opener. Volleyball in full swing. It's nice to have my voice back. I like that. We should be in full health by the time tomorrow comes around. We can scream and yell at top of the bleachers.
And if we can't get this one played tonight, we'll do a football, volleyball doubleheader. To finish this one out.
That would be.
It's a weekend off for me. We can do whatever we want to. I wasn't really planning on going to the SDSU game tomorrow anyway. So yeah, let's just do Cossacks all day.
No work for you this weekend. Does that mean are you selling the house? Has that happened?
My father sold the house. Yeah, we just got that done a week ago. I got a nice price over in Elkton. We moved Dad to an apartment on the south side of Brookings. Okay. It's kind of a senior living apartment, but it's independent living at the same moment. Yes, he is in a wheelchair, but he can feed himself. He can take his own meds. There is helpers at Forte if he does really need some medical attention. But as far as independent living, he qualifies for independent living because he has his wits about him. He can talk and carry on conversations, feed himself, and get in and out of the bathroom by himself and be able to take his own meds. So he doesn't need assisted living. Yeah. But that house that we were in Elkton, it wasn't really set up for anyone in a wheelchair. And he was, through the winter, they were also doing road work in front of the house. Yeah. So in his electric cart that we have for him, he could get down the ramp off the deck, but then couldn't go anywhere because there was dirt piled. There was dirt piled up all over the place. So he was driving himself a little bit crazy over there, some depression, some isolation over there. Yeah. We found this idea at Forte Apartments on the south side of Brookings. Do they have
activities over at Forte?
Yes, every day. He can go down and play cards with everyone else that's down there in the afternoon, coffee in the mornings. They do some grill outs on the weekends. When it comes to SDSU football, they've got a movie theater room there.
There we go.
So they'll have SDSU parties. They have Minnesota Viking parties in there at the same time.
Probably the Twins playoffs.
There might be some Twins. Like if there's some sort of big sporting event, they put it up in the movie theater. He's got options. It took him a few weeks to get into that and just kind of be a part of the community, but that's kind of how we sold him on it at the same time. So he's doing okay.
There we go.
He doesn't have his feet anymore. That's why he's in a wheelchair. But he's getting by at the moment. Mom is up in Bristol. Yep. She's in a memory care facility. She is also physically doing well, but dementia is a terrible disease. There's memories that are leaving every day. It gets worse every time we see her. Dementia is a terrible disease. maybe that'll be a big sponsor that we bring up, some sort of Dimension fundraiser or something, or awareness or anything. It's a terrible disease, man. Your whole lifetime of memories wiped out because this disease just attacks your brain cells. In Alzheimer's, Alzheimer's affects your physical abilities. It'll affect your organs. It'll affect your spine. It'll affect your muscle abilities. Dementia doesn't do that. Dementia just attacks your brain, and it just erases memories. It sucks. It's a terrible disease. So physically, she's okay, but yeah, she's going to have to be in a memory care facility. That's the Salzman update right there. I gave you that.
That's what we asked for.
We officially have a lightning delay here at Cossack Field.
We might have to go across the way and have some s'mores.
We have to do something over there. Yeah, a couple of campfires out there.
Or we could go join the walkers that are getting their steps in down on the track.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is we're going to turn this off. There is still lightning strikes out there. We're going to have a good half hour before they bring the kids back out here. So I think we'll take a break right now, just like we did a week ago here, Coach Carms. We may even put the windows up so we can protect our stuff in case it does start raining here.
What does the radar look like? I'll pull that up for you guys as we're
do a radar
shutting
action.
down.
But I think what we'll do is we'll just take a break right here. Coach Carms, Coach Vincent, we'll take a break and come back on the air. I'll put it on Facebook and Twitter and everything else. But we're going to take a break as we're going to bore you people with all these Salzman stories that I got. So we'll take a break and be back to you when the kids get back out here. Thanks for watching so far. We'll be back in maybe, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. And